So today we're diving deep into Pire by
Wow.
Gims.
Yeah.
And we're going off the music video and the lyrics.
Right.
And I think the lyrics really speak for themselves. There's a lot there.
Absolutely. There's a lot to unpack there. It's amazing how he creates like a whole world in this song.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about personal struggles. It's about like society.
Right off the bat,
Yeah.
he hits you with this message.
Yeah.
The worst thing isn't the bad things people do, but the silence of those who stand by and do nothing. And he repeats that line over and over.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
It's almost like a...
It's like, it's like a warning, you know, like a warning bell going off. And then he throws in that image of the salty mother, you know, explaining to children that the fish have cried too much.
Yeah, no, what is that about?
Right. It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at first I was thinking about like environmental damage,
Yeah.
you know, like oceans that are polluted.
Right, right.
But then I thought, is this a bigger metaphor for like all the suffering that we kind of just ignore?
I think you're right on. I think it's like the ocean is like the symbol for all the tears in the world,
Wow.
you know? And the salty mother is like the evidence, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bleak, but
Yeah.
it makes you face it.
It makes you think about it for sure.
Yeah.
And he doesn't hold back. Like,
No, he doesn't.
he's pointing fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like people preaching morality while wearing expensive furs.
Like, what's that all about?
I think he's talking about hypocrisy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, we're told what's right and wrong, but then
Yeah.
we see people doing the exact opposite. It makes you question everything.
Yeah. And it's like he's saying, don't just talk the talk,
Yeah,
walk the walk.
right, exactly.
And then it gets really personal. He talks about regret,
Yeah.
lost time, missed opportunities. Like, man, that hits close to home.
It does, because who hasn't felt that?
Exactly.
You know, like if I could only go back and change this one.
You know, he's reminding us time is precious.
It is.
You got to appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate what you got before it's gone.
Exactly.
And then he talks about watching TV.
Yeah.
And feeling totally disconnected from the world. And I was thinking, man, that's like me on my phone, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just scrolling and scrolling.
Scrolling.
And not even paying attention to what's happening around me.
Yeah. I think it's about observation, right?
Yeah.
Like, we become so passive, just consume the information, that we lose touch with reality. Like, we see all the bad stuff, but
Yeah.
it's like watching it through a screen
Right.
almost makes it less real.
Like it's not really happening.
Right.
So it all goes back to that first message, right?
Yeah.
The worst thing isn't the bad stuff itself, but like
But our silence.
a silence about it.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
So that brings it back to you, you know?
Okay.
What are the salty mothers in your world? Where do you see the injustice? Where's the suffering we're all ignoring?
That's a good question.
Yeah. And what are you going to do about it? You
Yeah.
know? How are you going to be a voice? How are you going to break the silence?
He really makes you think.
He does.
That Gims. Deep stuff.
Deep stuff.
All right. Well, that's our deep dive on Pire. Thanks for listening.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And yeah, keep thinking